Kamala Harris will beat Donald Trump hands down at next Tuesday's debate as she focuses on her agenda for the future and brushes off her opponent's misogynistic and racist attacks with ridicule and even some humor. It's hard to believe it's been just over 2 months since a visibly aged President Joe Biden lost his bearings and cratered in the last debate, and weeks later dropped out of the race, to the Republicans' consternation and Trump's fury. Expect Trump to launch a no-holds-barred assault on the vice president, both politically and personally. If he rattles her, he wins. If she keeps her cool and doesn't take the bait, he'll spew more vitriol, which will only blow back on him. It's not a good look. For Trump, the debate is an opportunity to define his opponent in dark and negative ways, branding her a radical left-winger, responsible for the Biden administration's failures, deriding her as Comrade Kamala, and playing the racist card. Harris will take a few hits for the positions she took when she ran for president 5 years ago, favoring a totally government-run healthcare program and being soft on illegal immigration. As vice president, she has modified those views, proposing to expand Obamacare instead of Medicare for all and embracing a tough bipartisan border control bill. She has yet to say clearly why she's shifted. Her best response would be that she has learned and evolved in 3.5 years as vice president. She could respond to Trump calling her a flip-flopper by retorting, "Unlike you, I change when conditions or facts change." Harris should ignore Trump's bombast and stay on the offense, touting her economic and tax proposals as different from Biden's and better for the middle class than Trump's tax breaks for the wealthy. She should stress her support for the now popular Obamacare subsidies that are slated to expire next year. Trump says the Affordable Care Act sucks, but he hasn't offered an alternative. Biden failed to do this at the last debate, but Harris should target Trump with the words of his own advisors. It was John Kelly, Trump's second chief of staff, before Total, who said he called fallen soldiers suckers and losers. It was Trump's own COVID-19 advisor, Deborah Birx, who said the former president's malfeasance cost hundreds of thousands of lives. It was Trump's second national security advisor, hardline Republican John Bolton, out of Fort Total, who has warned, if his first 4 years were bad, a second 4 will be worse. It was Trump's director of national intelligence, Dan Coats, who said he has deep suspicions that Russian dictator Vladimir Putin had something on Trump. And it was Trump's vice president, Mike Pence, who has refused to endorse him. Harris should also hammer Trump on 2 issues that are vulnerabilities for him: Project 2025 and abortion. Project 2025 is a right-wing agenda cooked up at the Heritage Foundation that calls for dismantling the civil service and replacing it with political appointees and politicizing the Justice Department. As the blueprint has come under scrutiny and criticism, Trump sought to distance himself, but his and his running mate J.D. Vance's fingerprints are all over Project 2025. One of its proposals is to ban medication abortion pills, which account for almost 2/3 of all abortions in the U.S. Abortion has been a winning issue for Democrats since the Supreme Court, stacked with 3 anti-abortion Trump appointees, overturned a half-century of precedent set by Roe v. Wade and eliminated federal protections for abortion and reproductive health care. Naturally, Trump claimed credit at the time. But now that the issue is playing badly for Republicans, he says the issue should be left to the states. But he has also said that as a Florida voter, he will vote against repealing that state's draconian new ban on abortions after 6 weeks, when many women don't even know they're pregnant yet. On foreign policy, Harris should add her voice to the many top Israeli military officials and members of the Israeli public who have criticized Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's resistance to a truce in the Gaza war that would allow innocent hostages to be freed. Trump deserves to be mocked and deflated, and she should not hesitate to do so. That's the most effective weapon against a bully, says Democratic strategist and former Bill Clinton advisor Paul Begela. When Trump rambles and wanders, as he often does, she can mildly chalk it up to his age. In Harris' CNN interview last week, when she was asked about Trump's questioning her racial identity, her mother was Asian, her dad is black, she dismissed it as the same old playbook. Next question. Don't give his race-baiting nonsense oxygen, stick with the real issues.